Now, I get if, I don't know, I don't know what his parents were. I don't know if they grew up in the projects. He had to walk the line of being a hard hood nigga first and but I see a lot of them, man. A lot of them don't make it. 15, 16, and they in the hood hard, and they trying to be whatever. I just watched a program about the kids in football in Algiers. All these young kids is dying off on the football team and shit, trying to make it to college and shit. You don't make it when you in the hood hard. You get me? So I don't know what his path was, but he went to college, didn't he?
Yeah, Murray State.
I mean, so evidently he had the path of, you know what I'm saying? He had the path where his parents was like, nah, nigga. Ain't no hanging out on the block. Ain't no serving yay. Ain't no toting straps. Because look at the pattern. I know it. I just did it with my son. You get me? Ain't no gang banging. Ain't no motherfucking rapping and shit. Ain't no motherfucker. Now, he listened to it, and I ain't gonna take it from him because I listen to the shit. Goddamn, his dad is on video games and on videos, in movies.
It's natural.
You get me? His dad was a gangbanger. Okay, but his path was different. I didn't take him around the gangbangers and the homies. He didn't have to go to Compton and hang out in the hood every day like I did. You get me? His path was, okay, nigga, 3 years old, you going to sports. 4, sports. 5, your friendships of friends are finna be built and accumulated through your sports programs.
Exactly.
So niggas that you meet is gonna be on the same fucking page you on. Where you trying to get? Oh, I'm trying to get to high school. I'm trying to get to college. I'm trying to get to the NFL. Cool, that's your friend. That's your friend. That's your friend. And now everybody come to my house every weekend. From 6 years old till now, they finna go to college. Niggas at my house every weekend. I'm seeing the pattern.
Let me ask you a question, Abe. Usually for a kid to make it to that path, parents usually put in a lot of work.
You goddamn right.
They've sent them to a lot of camps. I know with my son, I didn't have a life for the last 10 years. Because I was always, I got to take him to the airport for this. They flying him down for this. I got to go take him here for this. You know what I'm saying? So, but what happens at the point, because one thing I did notice with my son is that the bigger he got, the more, I'm still listening to Pops, but nigga, I'm all such and such. They can say I'm the number one nigga in the country. Have you ever been number one?
Because I mean, it's the path of life that we walk as young black men. It's that thin black line. You get me? I just said it. When a nigga handed me a contract, I was a humble kid, even though gang bang, mom's worked, pops worked at General Motors, went to church and all that shit. Nigga, this was still Triangle Park. I didn't give a fuck. You get me? And then as I grow older and trying to be more humble, but you get to a point where, I don't know, you get between 18 and 25 where nigga can't tell you shit. You can't tell me nothing.
Especially when you providing and then you didn't gain a little height.
Tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I got my own car. I got my own money. I got my own crib, nigga, and nothing helped me do that shit. And now that I'm still, and like I said, it's different from our kids, but me, I started off gang banging shit.
Right.
So once I got that, I was a nigga like, nigga, you couldn't tell me nothing. Even though my mom was present and she tried her hardest, Pops was living in another state, whatever, I felt like I don't give a fuck. Everything was about the neighborhood and the gang banging shit. But as I started maturing, and now I got kids, I'm like, do you want a motherfucker to follow this pattern? And then when you got homies who got kids, and you see they kids are walking that line of they finna be from the hood.
Oh yeah.
This nigga 11 years old and he out here at the school scrapping. When you start seeing that, I start going, man, you gotta change up, man. But that takes maturity still. You get me?
Takes a lot
And
of
like I
maturity.
said, even though your son, you and the wife, and like you said, I was doing this and I was doing this, it just get to a point where kids and we as young men start going like, nigga, you can't tell me shit.
And they
So,
got, yeah, and they
so
got,
you think from all these old past incidents from JaMorant leading up to this new one, what do you think? Like, I mean, what's going on with you? Is it parents? Is it your homies? Is it the
no, I'm gonna
league? I
tell you
mean,
what it is, dog. It's him. And I'm gonna tell you something. More than likely, he's been doing this shit, all this dumbass shit. But I'm gonna tell you something about these athletes, right? The curse of it is, from the time they in Pop Warner, come on, Royal. From the time they in Pop Warner, right? From the time they in Pop Warner, they've been doing what the fuck they want to do. And getting away with this shit, because when you a little special, you got a tendency, people got a tendency to turn a blind eye instead of snatching them little motherfuckers and saying, you know what, I'm going to suspend you for 2 games because you fucked up. The rules apply to you like they do to everybody else. So when you grow up knowing, now if you grow up, let's say you raise your son and he allowed to slap the shit out of you and your wife whenever you say something, when he little is funny. Look at that baby, just slapped his mama. That same little 2-year-old that's doing that bad shit, he's gonna be a 15-year-old nigga doing the same shit, being a 25-year-old
Yeah.
nigga, but the difference is later on is consequences. When you a little kid, it look all cute. But when you get older, it's real consequences behind that shit. So this motherfucker knows very well what he doing and what it's gonna take for him to calm down. They need to throw the hammer at his ass.
Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't a John Morant. I knew him in college. I watched him in college a little bit. Nigga was awesome. I thought he was a hell of a skilled basketball player. Like I said, you don't know too many dudes' backgrounds.
Speak on it.
I don't know how he was, we don't know how he was raised. I mean, I guess we would have to,
Do more
do
investigation.
more, like you said, about who moms was, who pops was.
Well, apparently his mama is with the bullshit because she allegedly had him and his 9 friends threaten the shoe salesman after helping white customers not having her size. So she probably
Yeah,
one of
I
them
heard-
type of
I heard
mom,
that as well.
You know, if you got the
Like
mom,
I said,
Hold on. Let me get through. Let me interject on some things. But I'll let
go ahead.
First of all, you reading this. First of all, I don't know the guy at all personally, and I'm just listening to y'all. And then what little bit I caught from snoozing in and out, sleeping on the news about. First, y'all kind of missed some stuff, but y'all hit a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I could tap on off a couple things right quick. One being, what state he from? He's a grown man. What state he from? I don't know what state he lives in. I don't know where that alleged footage came from.
Right.
If I can recall.
They in Memphis, I believe.
Yeah, the
So
Grizzlies.
And Memphis is an open carry state.
so he's not breaking no law.
No, he's not.
So you're getting kind of a little bit going too much on some stuff here. Not here particularly for say so, but the social media and the industry
Right.
and all on and on. About he's able to own possess a firearm.
Right.
Okay, so he's a grown man with a firearm, and if I'm correct, I'm not standing correct because I don't know where these information is coming from. Is it proven? Is it fact that what's being printed that footage was on his homeboy IG or whatever,
yeah.
something live?
Right.
So now, hold on now. We don't know if that footage was even done before and dude put it out, right? Could put it out accidentally or intentionally. Maybe the dumb brother cut him loose from being a part of the team and he put out that footage. I don't know if that is the case or not.
Right.
But him having a gun, see, I got you work with the NBA. I've been a broke nigga, broke nigga all my life. You understand where I'm coming from in English? So he worked for the NBA, worked for that team.
Yes, he does.
So they start worrying about what they doing on the streets, who they fucking and who they sleeping with
Yes.
and all that.
Yes.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's going a little too much right there. That sounds like Fed now. We're about spending our money, so you're getting out of control about what he doing in his life. You understand? Everybody, you two guys are parents. You two guys also former coaches. You two guys played the game of football. Okay, from correct, right?
Yep.
So I see where y'all coming from. Y'all coming from a daddy perspective
Well-
as well. He's coming from a rapper. I know you did some acting and some dancing and stuff. I mean, not dancing, but
Yeah.
not dancing.
I wasn't no exotic dancer. I wasn't no exotic dancer.
I'm just.
I could have been one, but I
no,
wasn't.
that's another show. We ain't got time for that today.
Right.
Okay, so I'm saying this is that you gotta be careful who you criticizing.
But it
right?
ain't hold on. This nigga makes $40 million a year.
Okay, hold up. That's his money.
He's in the,
Okay,
hold on, but
okay.
listen. He's in the
I'm trying
difference.
to make a point. You're not allowing me to make the
go
point.
and
Let him make his
Okay,
point. Let him make his point.
Okay, Eddie Murphy pants. Let me say something.
make
right
his
quick.
point.
So now I'm saying that we talking about this man money. We talking about what his team is talking about. Whatever they talking about, they posted him a little bit too hard.
Right.
Okay, because he's not doing nothing illegal. It's not in that state he lives in. It's not illegal to have a firearm. It's not illegal to put it on a gun. Now, if you're in California and you're doing it, and you're not a registered gun owner, and you or maybe or a convicted felon, now you're doing something different.
You already know why they doing that.
Okay, I got that, but it's I'm not in the industry.
Exactly.
Or I'm not
That's
professional.
that's industry shit.
Okay, there we go.
So keep it right.
They politicking. That's what they're doing.
Exactly.
They're politicking with the material they got. So and you hit on something about. Are you filming me now, bro?
You didn't film anyway.
These niggas
So,
is crazy.
Now we know playing sports in school, high
Right.
school, Pop Warner. There's niggas on the team that's a little bit active.
They hood.
You understand me?
Yeah,
They
I
active,
coached a
young-
few.
I
I coached a few.
So so just because you're on the football team, basketball team, baseball team,
Right.
swimming, water polo, or hockey, or whatever, baseball, you're not safe.
No,
You're not safe from this activity.
No, that's just like I was talking. That's just like I was speaking on the show
Right.
about the boys in Algiers, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're not safe.
Right. So him is influencers. You've been influencing people for a long time as well as yourself. You know what I'm saying? Still, be prior before you become this producer and this and that. When you was acting and this and that, right? So you influence. Even when you wasn't rapping or when you wasn't rapping, you still influence people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you got people that's on the football team, you got somebody gang. Because when I grew up, there was homies on the team. Like it took 1 month. Took 1 month of a summer before football for about 6, 7, 8 of us was claiming the set. Got me? You understand what I'm coming? So you're not safe.
A whole bunch of niggas on the team that was gangbang.
You got where I'm coming from? So now you go to college and you bring some of that with you over to the college. You're not the only one because now you got people from different states that like Steel came from a different state. You understand me? He you know what I mean? He came with him. You know what I'm saying? What he was pushing back then. So now you're in a mixed bowl of other. You're no longer the only fastest guy. You're not the only smartest guy. You ain't the only toughest guy. You ain't the best fighter. You might be one of the top 4 or 5, but there's 50 other dudes down there that you have to deal with.
Exactly.
So they pushing what they come from. If they were from another state, they had this and that, then you come with yours. Yeah, a mom and a daddy gonna want their kids banging. Come on, the logical great parents don't want you involved in that. He said some things I want to say as well. My mom, dad was Christians, and my mom was fully devoted in the church. Like she's pushing the set, but she's pushing religion.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, Pentecostal church lifestyle, evangelist, still pressing that today. You understand where I'm coming from? So, but I got into what I got into. You understand me? So I believe, not to say I'm not trying to blow nobody out of water. I don't know nobody particularly that's playing soccer or playing in the NBA or playing in Major League Baseball is affiliated or affiliated. I said not a member. You know what I'm saying? I use the word affiliated.
Yeah, affiliated because they know or whatever. Exactly.
Or got some people in their life that was from over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they grew up at, where their mama lived, or grandmama, uncle lived at. So we're not gonna get away from say some of all them dudes in the NBA or NFL or Major League Baseball or hockey or whatever are not affiliated with people.
Oh, definitely not.
So we're not getting away from that. It's the same thing with the military and the police force here, like with the LA County Sheriff Department, where we been known. There was gangs.
Yeah, gangs
the police was a
inside
gang
the
inside the
station.
sheriff station.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're not saying it don't exist, and y'all need to notice if you just a square reading anything you see on the internet and believing everything you see on the internet, you're gonna be misled. You can easily be misled because one thing of being spoken about is that whoever's politicking him, understand me, wrote some stuff, said some stuff, and just you believe that truth. The definition of truth is whatever you get people to believe in. So that's somebody's truth that's putting that out there.
Yeah, but he has priors though.
But he ain't doing nothing. He's not doing anything illegal. Because
Okay.
he got a slapper.
Right,
He's
but-
illegal.
but-
not
No,
where
it
he live
ain't
at.
about that, Fonby. One thing you got to understand.
I'm just saying. Listen, you mixing. You're Californianized.
Exactly.
You're Californianized. Oh, y'all. We only speaking because we got felonies. Well, I know I do. I don't want
He's
everybody
talking to the microphone.
I got
No, but-
I got felonies. You understand me? I ain't supposed to be with no firearm or get caught with one. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, indeed.
So, but I don't know no former people or nothing that go to buy a gun from the gun store in the first place. I ain't never went to the gun. When I got mine, I never went to the gun store about no damn gun.
I guess it's shocking to some
So
people.
y'all gotta like ride the young dog off a little bit heavy.
And
be
I
breaking
don't
the law.
and like I said, to each his own, because I was one of those niggas too. Like, yeah, I got a contract from Sony, $1 million record contract,
You was riding around.
and I was riding around with heaters.
No.
Low riders.
What you was riding in?
Yeah.
You had to have that.
Yeah, you know, so
People was peeking at you, right?
definitely, and, right. And then I guess when you still want to be, you know, pulling up in the hood and dipping through the streets of Compton and Long Beach and Watts and whatever, because you still feeling like, nigga, I'm, you know, so yeah, I carry the heat everywhere I go because I knew the lifestyle, what I came from. Now, I guess that's what's fucking with so many people, because everybody is trying to say he didn't come from that lifestyle. And that's the only thing I speak on. Nigga, you want to carry your heat. Like you said, if it's legal to carry your heat, you want to carry your heat. Carry your heat for your protection.
Correct.
But when motherfuckers get to going, he's throwing up gang signs and all this other shit, you know, they already want to get rid of the label of the typical nigga. You get me? That's who we are. Yeah. You get me? Oh, those gangbanger dudes in white t-shirts and hats and whatever. Yeah. So it's fucking with them, because to them that's what he's representing. You get me? He's a young dude. Okay, yeah, I got my heat and I'm playing NBA young boy and shit. So now he wants to be a gangbanger.
Right.
But like you said, it ain't illegal to carry a heat. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the lifestyle he come from. We all came from that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? When I was 14, 15 playing football, I was gangbanging. When I went to high school trying to play sports, I was gangbanging.
All the way into the...
When I started rapping, I was gangbanging. So I get what you saying. There's some dudes who come from the walk of life who that walk of life follows them. Once I go to high school, once I go to college, once I get to the profession, you see a lot of dudes, like you said, in NBA or football, hanging around with, oh, them niggas are some hood niggas.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles, this is not